Time to Russia, Ukraine.
I wish you wouldn't, but yes, of course.
Trump said today that territory was being discussed. So I just wanted to follow up on some comments that Witkoff made over the weekend about Crimea, Donbass, and regions annexed by Russia. He said that the question is, will the world acknowledge that those are Russian territories? Is it the administration's view that Russia has a legitimate claim to these regions?
What I can tell you, first of all, of course, is I'm not going to speculate. And once again, because of the approach of this administration, there are a lot of diplomatic talks going on. There's a lot of summits happening. There's a lot of conversations happening, the supermajority of which I cannot comment on to you about those kinds of discussions or the commentary from which they may or may not have been gleaned from. What we do know, and I would refer back to the nature of what we're trying to do here, and what we've said is first and foremost in our mind. There's one thing in front of us that everyone is doing, and that is to secure the peace of that region, of those two countries, which more even than the region, the entire world. And that's the singular thing that is being worked on right now in Saudi Arabia. It is the singular thing that the president has been focused on. It is what the secretary has been working on pretty much from day one, which is, what are we in, the 9th week at this point. And dramatic changes have already occurred. Fabulous changes have occurred because of the focus. And there's really no other way to do it. You've got to have a dynamic that you're going to convince people that they can embrace and agree to. And the only way to do that is to stay with a framework that doesn't change, doesn't morph, where there's not distractions that you led away from the focus on what it is we're trying to accomplish. So that's what we're dealing with in this regard. And I think just a reminder that until there is a ceasefire, a full ceasefire, that's when, as the president has noted, and certainly the secretary, that until there's a ceasefire, that's when we can then discuss the differences in what proceeds after that when it comes to an enduring peace. Yes.
Thanks, Tammy.
All
Can
right.
I switch to the Middle East, or did you?
Well, do we have any more Ukraine, Russia? Yes.